Man, that's some bright light. Take ice. Wow, I won't even let you stream like that anymore. Anyway, anybody that tunes into this video, I just kind of wanted to go over the Akai, uh, the Akai Force that's supposed to be coming out. I actually got the phone set where my MPCX was because I cleaned it all off real nice, and I was gonna make a real nice video today about it. And yeah, it totally didn't ship. So they're saying like you have to pre-order this thing today and get it by May is the soonest that you can get it, which is just crazy, man. Is it worth it? Yeah, but there's a lot of things I could do with that money from now until then. I remember when the MPC-X came out, um, they did the same thing. They're like, yeah, it's going to come out this date. And then they kept pushing it back and pushing it back. And I'm just saying, I just got off the phone with the guy up at Zounds or whatever. And we all know Nathan from customer support. And he said there's no way that you can get this thing before May. I've looked at other sites, and some of them say if you order, you can get it by February 5th. Um, Mine said that it was supposed to ship, and I paid the extra 2-day air on it also. And yeah, I wasn't going to pay the $60 or $40 for the next day air. But I looked at it today because it was supposed to be in sometime today. Instead of receiving it, they gave me my money back to my account. So I was like, I called them up and they were saying, well, only 30 or 50 orders get sent out and they don't know when that order is going to be in. So I was like, can I check and see like if I'm one of those guys that get the freaking order? Like I pre-ordered it when it went on pre-order and the date said uh, ships the 28th of January. And he was like, no, and everything. So I gave him my order number, and dude was like, well, yeah, I can see your order number. I'm just like, should I wait another week to find out if they ship this? Yeah, I'll wait another week because I don't want to wait until freaking May. I just think it's bunk that Akai would do this again. And you know what I think it is, man? I think they're too big brother to be like, we're gonna use this money because on the thing it says 50% off. MSRP $3,000 for an Akai Force. MSRP on an MPCX is $3,000 also. And there ain't no, I'm sorry, it's 2,999. And brand new, you can't find one under $2,100. It ain't gonna sell for that. They're saying, oh, 50% off, 50% off. $1,400 instead of 3,000. Why don't you tell me you're using that money to fund the product that you haven't even fully developed yet? You're too big brother, like I was saying, to say, oh, it's not a Kickstarter. And I was like, I don't mind doing a Kickstarter for a Kai, but don't tell us that there's a product out that isn't out. And I know me and a lot of other people were really excited. I know people ordered it before I did. And yeah, it's kind of bunk to know that the whole NAMM convention ran around this whole thing and everybody promoted it and it's not even ready yet. And it's just like the MPC whenever it came out, it was hella buggy and everything. But in all said and done, it is a great product. The MPC turned out to be a really great product. And without it, I'm lost in my studio. But the Akai Force, man, that was just a low blow. And I came home today and I was like, I don't know what to do. I was gonna, like I say, make a nice video on the MPC and in the Force. I was gonna put them all Bluetooth together. I was gonna take the SD card out of my MPCX and put it into the Force. I was gonna link them up on the Ableton. I've been doing a lot of homework and finding user guides in Japanese and all kinds of crazy stuff, dude. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm just not excited about how they. We all know how they tend to treat the customer whenever they have a product out like that. And they promise. I don't care if you order that thing right now and you get online. They say it'll be here in May. Like what the? What is that? What is that? I was so upset, dude. Dude, I ran up and down the stairs like 5, 10 times, like forgetting stuff. I was just anxious. I was like, man. But I wanted to know how you guys felt about that, and if you guys had pre-ordered the Akai Force or not. Um, what you think about the Akai Force, because um, I think it's dope. I've never used Ableton before, and now that I'm starting to, it actually got a free version of Ableton Lite with one of these synthesizers I got, and I put Ableton on, and I hit update, and it updated me to Ableton 10. Ableton 10 for the Akai 4s. When I use the MPC X, instead of uh, saving as a project archive, you can bounce each one of your tracks down to an audio file. You say export to WAV and then bounce each track to audio file. Once that audio file pops up, those Ableton users you already know, you just drag that whole thing into Ableton and it just it populates. And I got so many sounds that are in my MPCX that are like 8-bar loops or whatever that I can just, and they don't have any effects or anything else. So I can just drag those audio clips right into that. And I'm hoping, I mean, I was going to take an SD card out of my MPCX, plug it into the Force today, and see what happened. But I got a lot of videos that I want to make with it, and I just don't want to wait half a year. It's going to take May, uh, late May, and that's the first pushback. They're like, yeah, we don't even know when the first batch is supposed to be sent out. It's supposed to be sent out this week, but apparently only like 60 units gets sold out for those people who pre-ordered it. And I asked the dude, I'm like, well, how early? Because I pre-ordered it real early. And he's like, no. But yeah, I looked at my account and they already credited me my money back. So I figured I'm not one of the 60 people that are going to be getting it from Z Sounds. Other music distributors like Sweetwater and stuff like that, they might say out of stock, but they weren't out of stock. It's crazy, man. This thing's going to really be good for me personally because on the MPC, I've never really tried to utilize that clip launching, but you can use all 64 all your banks to make 64 pads and clips on one track or one sequence. You just got to use the A, B, C, D, and through H buttons at the top to put your different clips on, which is super dope. But my main reason for getting the Akai Force was I play a lot of synthesizers. I love synthesizers, dude. And I love making noise. And I was leaning towards a Medusa, and the Medusa looks like an Ableton push with like a little deep mine on the other side of it, almost. I don't know. That's probably a bad description, but it, it's got little faders and stuff like that where you can customize the sequence. And I thought that would be cool to play different notes and stuff. Like you can play different notes on the MPC, but with the Force, it's got smaller buttons so you can hit more notes. So that's going to really be cool for the MIDI setup. I read that it will fix that multi-timbral issue that we all have MIDI to our gear, where it only lets you do one track. Like, what is that? But other than that, man, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, and I feel your pain if you guys had ordered that. And I mean, shit, it took a lot for me to order. It wasn't like, $1,500, dude. It's like I don't front anybody $1,600 for half a year. I'm like, let me give you $1,000 and I'll see you in May. Like, dude, tell me the truth. Tell Akai should say, yeah, it's a Kickstarter. We didn't want to say Kickstarter, so we knew that it wasn't gonna be ready. They should have told everybody. Oh, we didn't know so many people were gonna order it. Nah, my ass, dude. You knew. They knew. They just needed extra money to fund it, I think. But I'm gonna leave my money in and ride with it. Hopefully, in a week or so from now, I can. Man, when I heard this, I almost wanted to cancel my order, but I'm not going to. I'll wait a week. I see some YouTube videos with some people. No, uh-uh. I almost canceled and got a live. I was like, I was just gonna go to Guitar Center and take the money that I was gonna spend on that and buy a live and just sync those things up Bluetooth and rock and roll with that with the 16 or 64 banks on clips and all that. But I just want it because it's a different workflow, it's a different machine, and a lot of people are gonna want to know how to use it, and I'm into that. That's what I like to do. I like to problem solve. I've gone over a lot of gear. I've gone over the RS7000, the Korg EX, the MX, Yamaha DT, Express drum machines, AN200s. I mean, you name it, man. We've gone over a lot of stuff. Um, these mixers and stuff like that, I haven't gone over too much of it, but I've learned how to use a lot of it, and I don't want to go out and start just making noise. I like to actually know what I'm doing. But yeah, it didn't work because I still don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, uh, just be patient, I guess. I'm just telling myself this. I feel a lot better now that I got to talk to you guys about this because I just got home and I'm like, where is it? It's like, it's in the account. I'm like, what? Buy this thing and ordered it when the order date said January 28th be shipped by, and I paid the extra $40 and everything for it to go out. Oh man. So if anybody here knows where you can get uh, an Akai Force user manual, uh, just let me know because I want to read it, not in Japanese or in uh, Russian. I found those, and it's hard. French, it was French. Japanese was crazy. Um, Other than that, man, I don't have anything else to rant on about. You guys got any questions or anything? Am I getting anything on here? Because when I turn my phone like that, it gets me like that. It doesn't let me. Can I see? Hey, yeah, it says all messages are visible. All right. The next update for the MPCX. Oh my gosh. Now that'll take your mind right off of that. Anybody else excited for the new? Let me tell you something. This, they all got delayed, which I should get the X or the Force. Are you into live performance, or are you into sitting down and actually making some songs and arranging them? Because I have a whole bunch of songs to arrange, and I was going to use the Force to do that because they're all in the same tempo. But yeah, me personally, there's nothing that out there that can beat the MPCX. Um, yeah, definitely. I would highly recommend the MPCX. I mean, for what you're getting, yeah. Songwriter, not live, MPCX. I won't even go on about it. do it. Anyway, excited about the update. This update gives you all kinds of different plugins and effects. I had a video that I put on 2.4 uh, update plugins and effects. It shows some of the air effects and instruments that are actually going to be on there. And it's on sale safe. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money, man. It's worth every penny of it. I just like I got all this gear laying around here. Wow. I mean, if you got the money for it, and if somebody were to say, "Hey, you could have this or a live," put it this way: if somebody were to tell me you can have this Akai Force or Akai Live, and I'm a songwriter, you want the live, hands down. I mean, you don't want to arrange your songs. If you're trying to write songs, you need to write them first on the MPC, then put them into something like the Force to arrange them later on and Ableton and stuff. But you can do it all right there in the standalone. I got a lot of videos on my channel if you want to check them out. Yeah, I got the X. I had the live. I did. And I miss my MPC live. And like I said, if someone said you can have this Force or a live, I would take the live. Yeah, audio tracks would have been really nice in standalone mode. However, you can go to looper mode and say you want a 16 bar audio track, and you just go into looper mode, record a 16 bar loop, and then export it to a track. And then you can mute that track out because you can't mute out audio tracks. You have to fade them. Yeah. So you go to your looper and sample on your pad for however long you want, and then export that to a sample and assign it to a pad. And then whenever you hit play and you have that pad on, it'll go. And then you can have unlimited audio tracks. But as far as going directly in and just recording, that's another reason why I like the Akai Force, because you can record directly into it and just mute out your audio tracks. That's one update. I hope MPC do I have a video for that? In Looper? No, but you can look up a video from I Will Create, and it shows him using a looper. It's EYEWILL, and then create, CREATE. And he shows how to use the looper the way that I said, so where you can hit it on a pad. And a lot of people are sleeping on that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's a good dude too. He's got a lot of workarounds for a lot of things. So hit him up for some questions or anything you got. Um, Back to that update. I showed a video of the air effects. They were in the same alphabetical order. They're gonna pop up real nice. I'm excited about that. And that's why I was tempted to almost just buy another live. But I keep looking over there because I got my X all on a table all over there by itself, because I was gonna record a fat video with that. I was curious to see if I took the SD card out of a exported wave, because I bounce all the samples down to wave on a SD card, so it'll give me however many tracks I had, and I put them in the Akai Force if it would populate, and I'm pretty sure it will, because it does a good job on Ableton. And if you guys haven't looked into Ableton, I would highly recommend doing so. Me being a songwriter, I would use Ableton, and as far as like a DJ, you can use it too. It's both ways friendly. Um, I went to a Facebook page, and there was somebody there named Darling something, and they welcomed me in there, and dude, they ran me through a bunch of tutorials. It was like being in an RPG game where you don't know where you're at, and everybody came in and helped, and they led me into a direction. And dude, I was messing around with it earlier. I put a song into Ableton, clipped it out, and it's amazing what you can do with it. Just if you're a songwriter in Ableton, hit the tab button as soon as it opens, and you'll know what's going on. Don't go on the clip. Go and hit the tab button, and you'll be able to see your waves, and everything will make sense. It's very powerful, especially with the Ableton link. Yeah, I haven't used that at all. I haven't utilized that. But like I said, you can assign 64. I know a lot of people are like if this is the MPC, right? uh, This is my Akai Pro or 4 that didn't come in today. Everything I see reminds me of it. But if you have clips, say you have 8 pads, right? When you hit bank B, you get another 8 pads. Any video I've seen, it's like, oh, you get 4 rows and they work like this. But no, you actually get 8 rows of 8. So you get the 64 the same as it'll work the same way if you ever want to jump into that live performing kind of thing. It's just the different scenes that you get. Dude, yeah, I know. For solar, yeah, I came home today and I totally was excited to see the ship thing on an email, and yeah, no, it didn't ship. They said, and I called them up, and they're like, "No, we're not getting the shipment uh until May." I'm like, "Yeah, but I ordered before the date had changed. Now, does that make a difference? Because the different, that's a big, it's a big difference, dude. Um, it was supposed to be here today. I ordered it on the 28th, and I paid for the extra shipping, but they say only so many people get the first shipment. And I'm like, well, who are the people that are getting the first shipment and how many? I went to Z Zounds or Zounds, and I checked on Sweetwater. They're saying pre-order. Um, they'll notify you when in stock. I know they got hit hard because they were all over like Akai and the NAM convention. But there's a few other sites where they say like gear and something. They give you like February 5th is what they say, but I don't know. I don't know. Some other sites say out of stock, but all I know are these things are selling like hotcakes. And you know, my complaint was if they should have known that these things were going to take off like that, and no, especially including Ableton and all that. I just hope that it isn't like the MPCX, whenever they kept pushing the date back, pushing it back, and pushing it back. And then finally, whenever you got it, it was like busted. So for real, like the MPC Renaissance and all that stuff. I remember when the X ran off that Renaissance software, and it was all janky and busted up. And now they finally got it smoothed out, and it's like the Akai VIP stuff is just a forgotten thing that keep going to other projects and forgetting about what there's. All the air effects came with this old keyboard that I got right here, and it came out like 2 years before the live. So yeah, they're gonna give you those expansion packs for the X users only. That's so that when they put it back up on the site, everybody gets them. But did you guys even hear the sounds that were on those expansions? They had a thing on there where you could go and it was support sales or something. I'll give you the email address if you want it. You can email me or something, leave a comment. But 2 days later, they emailed out a pack to the MPCX users, and you got to put them on. And what happened after that? The whole Akai site went down, and it's still down. If anybody can log into the Akai site right now and say they can see their user registration, yeah, I would bet something, but I don't know how to give it to you. But it ain't up. And the site's been down for a long time. So what? Because the force ain't coming out until May or something like that, with the site ain't gonna be up. Like I can't see any of my registered products. You know, and I sent out my serial number to the guys, and all of a sudden the site's down. Hell yeah, like 2.3. You don't have 2.3? Are you still using 2.1? Killed my MPC, man. It was locking up, all buggy, all glitchy. I would turn it on. I have a lot of videos of it too, man. Turning it on, and the screen would take like 5 minutes for it to like go into project mode. Like it would just say MPC on it. I'm like, my God, man, it would take forever. So finally, yeah, they fixed that. I had a workaround for that. I would just pull out the power cord and then pull it back in after it powered off. And then after a few times of doing that, man, I wasn't scared to break it. So I got it to turn back on. A 2.3 with it really makes it a DAW-less experience, because especially with the MPCX. Uh, Not saying you can do it with the live. If you get a live, it's like this big. I love the live because it's portable and I could be holding it, trying to decide between the X and the Force. No experience with Akai. If you're a songwriter and you have a whole bunch of songs that you think you can remix and put the same tempo, you're like, oh man, this song goes with that song, and you're good at that. Uh, the the Force would be for you, the Akai Force. As far and only if you have a lot of songs, you know what I'm saying? It's a new product, and if you can wait till May, but between the X and the Force, or the Live and the Force, even, I would take the Live, because if you utilize it right, you can actually do more. Um, I want to say you can do different features with it, and when you incorporate Ableton with it, you can do the same thing with it. I believe it just give me a different workflow on chords and stuff, because I like to play different synths and send MIDI signals out to different devices, and that it's multi-temporal. So, but back on the live, if you get the live and you get a USB Q-Link controller that has like 16 Q-Links on it, which 12, 16, yeah, 16. You can map those out now with 2.3 and everything like that. I think it came out like 2.2 where you can MIDI map out. So you can hook up a lot of USB ports um, to the live, and really make it nice. I like the X because it's a it's a bigger box. And, uh, I keep looking over there, and it's just awesome. I mean, I love the MPCX. Yeah, I play. I got some guitars back there, some synths. I plug those in to my mixer, and then I go out of my mixer into my MPC, and I record my audio tracks into there. And what I do is I record one audio track at a time. Okay. And I'll just record one 8-bar sequence. And then I'll convert that sequence 8 times, or I'll copy that sequence 8 times. And then I can go into my different sequences and delete the parts out, kind of like in Ableton. You can delete out your parts. and you make a song really fast. Um, there's some videos that I have on there, song, and just type in MPCX song, and something will pop up. Pretty sure. Uh, yeah, I love playing live instruments, and the preamps on the MPC are very, very nice. The live doesn't have preamps, but I have recorded. Well, I'm not sure if it does or not, so I don't remember. But I remember plugging a microphone that had a power switch. I don't remember if it turned on or not, but I did get sound out of it. I got lightning to go into, not the microphone, um, but the sound, yeah. And I recorded it and I chopped it up and I saved it, and it sounded really nice, just the same. You could hear the seagulls and everything. Yeah, I would definitely get on the X. There's a lot of good videos. You can check out Tube Digger. Go to the Akai forums. There's a lot. There's like 3 main ones that I go to. There's probably more out there, but I do pay attention into those forums. That's where I get a lot of my information too. There's a lot of people doing the same thing, and everybody's got good video. I got almost 200 and I think 70 videos on just MPCX. Everything from pad perform to everything, and I wanted to do the same thing with the Akai Force, and I'm gonna dissect that thing whenever it comes my way, and I wish it was here. Yeah, check out it, and if you have any questions on the MPCX, like I was saying, assigning the clips and everything like that, I didn't get into that because I thought maybe it would be cool because it would switch up my tempo. Free expansions. I don't know any free sites that give you any sites that give you free expansions, man. But I'm sure if you talk to some people on YouTube, you know, there's always. I know. I take that back. Now that I think about it, I was watching some Ableton videos, and these guys throw down mad free expansions. Yeah, and if they're Wave, you can get them straight into your MPC also. Um, other than that, I don't think we have any more questions or anything. I know I'm still kind of upset and bothered. I think I'm gonna wait a week, but I honestly I don't think I can wait until May. You know, there's a lot of things I can do with that. I could show how to use 2 MPCs together in 5 months. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other things. Like I swear, I almost took the money and went and bought an MPC Live today when they told me it wasn't coming until May. And I was just gonna be like, okay, well, or maybe I should just buy another MPCX. But it says here, what do you think if you did not realize live with the MPC? Sorry, it's small on my phone, that you also have problems with the Force. Yeah, I did say that. I was like, whenever the MPC was like first coming out, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's coming out on this date." Man, they pushed that thing back so long because I had pre-ordered my MPCX too. I had pre-ordered my MPC Live, my Renaissance, dude. They did the same thing, and I'm just like, why don't they just say it's like a Kickstarter thing where they need the money up front, because they're advertising 50% off for all this stuff, and we all know that Akai Force is not worth $3,000. You got the delivery question into my sales guy at Sweetwater yesterday. He told me they had openings for the first delivery. Yeah, that's what the dude told me too. But he's like, yeah, only 60 units. So I'm like, well, do I get one? He's like, well, I don't know. And I gave him my order number and everything like that. He goes, I can see your order number. I'm like, you made me type in all that, you know, because voice to text numbers ain't cool, man. So I typed it all in, and he's like, yeah, no, I know your order. I'm like, dude, watch me type in all my stuff. He could have just told me, okay, so I'm like, so it's not coming in. He's like, well, we'll see. I don't know. I'm like, well, so that's why I say I'll probably wait another week or so. But when I do get it, I do expect it to be hella buggy, but that's okay. I wanted it to be hella buggy right now, today. Like, I wanted it to not work, and I wanted to hold it and be like, this is the force. It doesn't work. But no, dude, it didn't. It didn't come in. I can't say anything about it. Oh gosh. I don't know. There's a lot of other things that I could be doing, but I was supposed to be doing that. So I don't know. I mean, I saved up, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I quit smoking for almost 2 weeks. It's just like, oh my god. I was like, no, no, no. I don't go out. I can't do nothing. No, I'm cool. And no, I don't feel any better. Oh my gosh, I'm just joking. I didn't do any of that. I was going crazy. Anyway, guys, I think I'm done here because I'm gonna leave this up for a while and yeah, quit smoking cigarettes and yeah, but whatever. That's a lot of cigarettes. Hey, man. Anyway, I'll definitely have to get back to you guys as soon as I hear something. But my next video, I'm probably gonna show how to link up. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way. I've actually seen Ableton running the MPC software. I hear, appreciate that. I thought the same thing. It's like, yeah, I need to just stop and then another reason I stopped was because every time I thought I had a good idea or something, I would leave the room and what's up, Anthony? And we're talking about the live, dude, and or the MPC and Akai, and the screen says live, and I'm just upset because I had to get my force today. So I don't know. I know anybody else on here order it and realize they're not gonna get it for a while. I don't know. I don't have anything else, guys, but I do think for songwriters, definitely an Akai Live or an X over a Force. Uh, Now, a DJ or somebody like that who likes to bounce tracks and they think, oh, this song fits with this song and this makes a good arrangement, which I have an MPCX and I use 120 beat per minute for all of my songs. If I go back to all those projects and I delete out all the drums, subrec, and if I delete out all those drums, and it says it on the site, uh, D, it says it on the site that I ordered from, and then I chatted with them on the chat, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't know anything." So some other sites say different stuff. Some sites say out of stock. Yeah. Yeah, it hurts. But anyway, man, I'm gonna let you guys probably wrap it up. I've been on here ranting enough about not having this thing. I just got Sweetwater guys saying it's still on Friday, early February. Well, that's really cool. They never put the money back in your account or anything. I know Sweetwater um, is definitely a priority to Akai because they were all over like Coca-Cola or Budweiser at a football game, dude. They were the sponsor or whatever, I guess. But if you do get yours, dude, that'd be really dope. I'm excited for you. That might give me a little bit of. That's why I kind of want to wait because he said the first shipment ships out this week. I'm like, well, when do you get your shipment? He's like, I don't know. Then he just told me this week, and then he's like, the next shipment won't come in until May. I'm well, can I go with Sweet? Nah, I can, but I already ordered through Z, and they don't send you candy like Sweetwater does either. I wish I would have ordered through Sweetwater. But Z Sounds, I just hit the button and it's like, bam, got it. Um, and they got uh excellent payment plan. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I was trying to when I got home today, dude, Bobby, I was expecting to have that Akai Force, and I was gonna take my SD card out of my MPC. In my MPC, I was gonna bounce down to audio tracks, all 8 tracks or whatever, or however many tracks that I wanted, 20, 30 tracks, and put them in the Kai Force and just watch them populate and then me be able to meet them out. Mm. But yeah, as far as the videos and stuff like that, dude, push me a lot to do a lot better. And I take my hat off to anybody who does anything on the YouTube. They make it look easy. Like they don't have these lights and stuff. Like I got these lights coming out of here. That's no bueno. Me, I don't care, man. I'll fix that later. We got shit hanging from the ceiling, and I'm comfortable though. It's really I think as a music uh, songwriter, music producer, you definitely want to be comfortable. I get my feet up, dude. I'm chilling, um, and I can say this is actually a good negative energy because it's not about work. You know what I mean? It's about what I like to do, and it's good to be upset about something that I want to do because I'm excited to do it. And it's my passion. I enjoy it. And if you guys have any questions or anything that you would like to see me do on um, any of this stuff, man, I like to plug it all into my MPCX, all of it. The Kai Force was going to be plugged into my MPCX. I wasn't going to. The X is the brains of my whole freaking system here. With I everything. Uh, oh yeah, that's why I say if I had an MPC live, I could do the same thing that I can with my MPCX, except for the Q links. There's some navigating that isn't very cool. It's kind of small, but let me show you the MPCX, man. It's just big. It's got that nice big tilt screen, man. And for the song, look, song. You got song mode. You make a pattern and then you go to song mode and stretch it out. You can zoom in and out. I got so many videos on this stuff. Um, but yeah, it's got the SD card slot so that you could take it out and put it into the force that isn't here. And it's just dope, dude. It's really big. It's worth every penny of it. I mean, it's got its own spot. I loved it. And all this stuff here goes into my mixer. And if you're looking for a mixer for your MPC, I would go with a multi-track Signature 22, the same one I got. Yeah, the X is Wi-Fi. It's got Ableton Link. Damn. Yeah, see, I got lights and stuff going on. But yeah, it's got dang. It's got Wi-Fi lights. Wi-Fi lights. Wi-Fi link. And I was actually gonna make a video on that here soon, but I wanted to link the force. But anyway, I think I'm over it. I think I'm pretty good. I feel a lot better now. I appreciate you guys for letting me rant about it. But as far as the MPCX, man, two of the MPCXs. Man, what? If you put two of those together or one of those and a live, you would be so happy. But two of them or a live with two USB 16Q links to add all your filters and stuff, but two MPCXs would be insane. That's why I thought it would be cool for the Force and that to be like that. But as far as the Wi-Fi link, yeah, you just hit up Ableton, which brings up something that I wanted to share with the whole Ableton thing. MPC and Ableton have a thing where they got the link. You go to ableton.com and you download Ableton 10. It's free, it's beautiful, 30 days, blah, blah, blah. Half the gear you buy comes with it. And it's beautiful. But the only compatible gear is you see all this software. Then it says Akai Live, Akai MPC X. And it's like, damn, what do these guys got going on with Akai and Ableton Link? So you turn on your MPC software that comes with the MPC. And you're like, cool. Where's the link? Like, why wouldn't they put a link in their own software? You can't Wi-Fi to your own software, which I can't say you can't because there's always a workaround. And I know a lot of people are up to that challenge. You could run Ableton through your MPC software and hit that link and control it like that, but why? Well, I run two DAWs. It's gonna be so bad. You don't want to do that. Why wouldn't you just open up your MPC software and they just have a little link that says, I don't know, MPC link or Akai link? Man, that's how I feel inside. She's even upset. See, everybody's upset around here because of this. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it is dope. And you don't have to have any wireless or anything. If I had two Akai products here right now, like or anything with Ableton Link, say if I had an MPC Live, an Akai Force, and an Akai MPCX all sitting right here, like they're supposed to be. I hit Ableton Link on all of those and link them to the same wireless network, and I hit play, and all three of them will start rolling. And I can lay my drums on one, my clips on another one because they say you can only have 16 pads of clips is BS because you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and that gives you 64. It's the same as the live, it just ain't all exploded out like that. Only thing the live does is it gives you extra scenes of that 64, which is dope. It's like having 5 layers of that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Anyway, guys, I guess I'm pretty close to an hour here. I got 10 minutes. I guess I can answer any questions or anything you got. Um, or, you can hear me rant about some more stuff. But no, I really do think that they should have. Last time I went on a rant, it was about the MPCX and the mixer. I'm like, it just feels so weird turning those knobs to make my levels go up and down. I was like, those pads are pressure sensitive. There should be a way to where when you push on the pads, the harder you press, the higher the mixer goes. And then what happened? Not saying because of me, but almost a year later, they come out with the screen software where now you can adjust it on the screen. You got all that real estate there, man. Now you can do that. So that's cool. I can dig that. But that was the first rant that I went on. I was like upset about some of the updates that they did. I have no idea if the Force has automated pan. Um, Honestly, I don't even know what automated pan is. uh, I know on the MPCX, if you're on one pad and say if you're playing a hi-hat and you want it to come out a little more this side than that side, you hit it more on this side of the pad, and then it'll center, and then so you can go instead of so same with like violins and stuff like that. Okay, a lot of live instruments, they're like, well, I'm not going to really use the pads. Nah, you will. You will. Like once you touch those pads, it's on, dude. They're pressure sensitive, and when you push down on them with my SD card not staying, and when I push it in, I've never really had that problem on mine. I would make sure that there wasn't something stuck in there. I get an air can or go. I don't know, but yeah, that ain't right. It should stay in there. It could be your SD card. Yeah, I forgot what the hell I was saying. I don't know. I think I'm done. Uh, oh yeah, the pressure sensitive with the violin. Bounces from right to left, vice versa. Oh, I'm breaking up. Yeah, no, it shouldn't bounce right to left at all. I mean, I don't know, they could just be wear and tear, man. But one more thing before I go. Um, the pressure sensitive, like if you put a violin, and I'm not like talking like a piano where you're like, yeah, and you can push the button. I'm talking about you can hit the button, and if you've ever played a guitar or a violin, mm, not good now. No bueno. No good. They're probably like, oh, he's put an hour. He's ripping on Akai. Let's mute him. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Much love, Missouri. I'm not from I'm from St. Louis. St. Louis. But the pads, when you hit them and